Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I'm still frustrated with this because personally, I believe that the federal government bears the responsibility of taking care of its veterans, disabled veterans, catastrophically injured veterans, and survivors. Now, look, I might be completely out of my mind, but I believe that that is the role of our government with regard to veterans. However, we are seeing smoke and mirrors, my friends, and this is very important for the veteran sphere to understand. We are now being charged. I'm going to share 3 different screens with you. We're being charged to fund a bill. Now, I had pushed out a lot of information in the past when the bill was heavily focused on charging 10% to 70% veterans. They took that out, and now they're charging everybody more in fees if they utilize their VA home loan. Now, it's specific to a refinance. So an interest rate refinance, an interest rate reduction refinance loan. There we go. EARL. Now, if a veteran, for example, buys a house, you live in it for X number of years, and the interest rate drops down. Well, guess what? Now you can go through a very streamlined process to get your house refinanced. Great benefit. Currently, today, there's a 0.5% funding fee for that. Well, on a $300,000 loan, that's $1,500. On a $500,000 loan, that's $2,500. On $1 million loan, that's $5,000. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. The 0.5% funding fee, that funding fee goes to the VA. So what this bill proposes, HR 6047, the Sherry Briley and Eric Edmondson Veterans Benefits Expansion Act, what this bill proposes, and I'm going to show you just to run through it, is essentially almost tripling that funding fee for your refinance. So now all of a sudden, instead of $2,500, it'll be $7,500 or $7,000 or whatever the number is. Instead of being $5,000, it's going to be closer to $15,000. All of a sudden, the math starts getting wonky, and sure, this is what we're going to hear from all of them, and them being legislative folks, right? Look, it's on average $3,000 added to your loan. Big deal. It changes your payment by nickels. It's only a few dollars. Really? Because I thought it was the government's responsibility to take care of its veterans, disabled veterans, catastrophically injured veterans, and survivors. Stop with the not taking responsibility actions here. I mean, look, I get it. This piece of legislation should pass. It needs to pass, and Congress needs to figure it out, not on the back of veterans. And not only that, and then I'm going to share the screen. And not only that, they're going, okay, well, how can we get more money to fund this bill? Well, guess what? What we're going to do is we're going to open up the doorway for Guard and reservists to be able to utilize their VA home loan. Instead of waiting to have 90 days of active duty, we'll be able to do it in 14 days to capitalize on annual training, you see. Now, this probably should have just been done anyway and allow National Guard members and reservists to be able to utilize the VA home loan at an earlier point. But it wasn't until they went, dollar signs. If we get more people in, then we can get more people that eventually are, down the road decide to refinance, and we can get more money there as well. So let's go ahead and share a screen, and then we'll jump to the other one. These will be fairly quickly. There's 3 of them. I'm going to share a snapshot from the House Veterans Affairs Committee, 1-pager on the subject. Then I'm going to share the actual bill. Then I'm going to go into the VA's website on the funding fee today. Okay, so this is what's proposed. And let's get in here, share screen, boom, boom. Here it is. All right. So I've showed this to you before. This is House Committee on Veterans Affairs, HR 6047. And if you scroll down here, you'll see that highlighted spot there. Offset. right? The offset. How are they going to fund this bill? I'm pretty much just focusing on this here for this video, right? And what this is increasing the ERL, interest rate reduction refinance loan, refinancing fee from a 0.5%, as we talked about, to 1.42%. This fee would be an average of $16 per month for those who choose to refinance their current VA home loan. So in other words, you're in a tight spot. Interest rates have dropped. You want to take advantage of the lower interest rate. You're going to be charged more to do that, and you're going to pay for it over time at $16 a month on average. So the question really is, should the government take care of its veterans and survivors and catastrophically injured, or should we push that responsibility to all of veterans? It's just a weird thing for me to even wrap my head around, that this is moving forward and that it's okay, without even actually saying anything. Like, there's no real public announcement from any politician that says, hey, if it weren't for all of our veterans utilizing the VA home loan, this bill would not be in existence today. Thank you to everybody who has served our nation and is utilizing the VA home loan. And if you utilize the ERL, know that you are chipping in to the pot to make this bill happen for our catastrophically injured veterans and survivors. It seems like that should be the message, and you could actually probably really maybe get some folks to rally behind that message. But instead, it's we're doing the right thing and this has been long overdue, and pat themselves on the back. No, there's no patting on the back when you're not damn paying for it. All right, so this, again, is the major portion that they are looking at. There's also, for the Guard and Reservists, another piece here where they are including a 1% fee added for the Guard and Reserve folks. So they'll also pay more. Now let's end this share screen. We'll share another one here, and look at this one. This should be the bill, the actual bill, and I believe I have it right here for us. All right, so this is the bill. So in all of its glory, HR 6047. All right, so as we scroll down right here is modification of waivers of fees collected for housing loans guaranteed insurers or made by the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. VA home loans is essentially all that's saying. So this is the specific part, and this is in the bill. In subparagraph E, by striking 0.5, both places, it appears. That is the 0.5% interest rate reduction refinance loan funding fee that all veterans will pay when they do an ERL. But let's replace that with 1.4, nearly 3 times the amount. And it's funny to me, and I'm just going to throw this out there, that there is this discussion about how veterans earn their benefits and veterans shouldn't have to pay, and veterans should have, and veterans shouldn't be, and veterans shouldn't have to, and veterans earned. Well, unless you're refinancing your house, well then you need to pay. Or unless you're using a accredited claims agent or attorney, well, then you're going to have to pay 20% to 30% of your back pay. Where is the outrage? Where's the cries of injustice by all the veteran service organizations when it comes to this? I'm just beside myself because, look, it's the same idea of, hey, guess what? We need to do a little tweak here for some of this Social Security stuff. You know what? Let's cut all of SNAP benefits, food stamps. Let's cut all of those in half. And then we'll go ahead and fund that Social Security stuff. You know, I don't know. Anyway, so let's share the third screen now. Let's jump in here and I will pull it up. This share screen will actually be the VA's website on VA funding fees. And here it is. So this is the VA's website. and I chose to pull it up here instead of the actual circular where all of the guidelines and stuff, it's dry and not as fun to look at. So not that this is fun, but anyway, so VA funding fee and loan closing costs. Now, as you scroll through all of this stuff, this just goes on and on and on and on and on. Here we go. Interest rate reduction refinance loan or refinancing loan. Okay, EARLs. There's a VA funding fee of 0.5%. So we know absolutely for sure that today, in today's world, you are looking at a 0.5% fee. However, this bill is on its way to Senate. It's passed the House, and it's saying, hey, use your VA home loan. Then when rates drop down and you refinance, we're going to charge you nearly 3 times the funding fee that you would have got charged today. But shh, this bill is long overdue and we're doing the right thing. I don't know. It just has a bad taste. It's a bad look, in my opinion, for the United States government to go, hey, we know we should take care of our catastrophically injured veterans, and I know we should take care of our survivors, but we don't want to. So we're going to make other veterans pay for it and pat ourselves on the back for putting together a bill. All right, with that, thanks so much for watching. Look, hey, if you hung on till now, thank you. And 2, reach out to your senators and let them know how you feel about this. If you need to draft a letter to send to them, I encourage you to utilize Claim Raven. They have a legislative letter writing tool, congressional letter writing tool that you can type in the legislation, HR 6047. You can select that you support it or you oppose it. And there's a little box you could type in for whatever the reason you want, or you can just have it draft it itself. But if you support it, you could say, hey, this is a great bill. This is something that really needs to happen for our catastrophically injured veterans and survivors. If you oppose it, you could say something like in that box, like, I think that it's the United States government's responsibility to care for its catastrophically injured veterans and survivors. This is not a good look. It's not appropriate, and it's actually quite embarrassing. All right, thank you. I appreciate you very much. Have a great one, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.